Hello everyone, it is me Yeeking. I'm back with another news flash. For today's news flash, we're doing something a little bit different. I've done it once, but as like a partial. We're talking about some Beyblade. Yeah, so when time about I did it before, I did like as a partial when the Transformers X Beyblade collab stuff was out. I did talk about that for a little bit, but for today, we are talking about a new base stadium that got shown off. So, wow. I did drink something before this, so I guess it's still trying to go down. I thought it was fine. But yeah, so for this base stadium, it comes from Hasbro, and we don't know the release date on it. Now, I'm just doing wishful hoping. This is just me hoping, so it's not confirmed. But I'm hoping it will come out in spring, because when the listings for Wave 3 and 4 got leaked, there was also down below for others, there was a spring stadium set. So I'm wondering if this is the spring stadium set. But with the bays in it, I'd be kind of shocked if we get this early. So it might actually be like a summer fall release, but this is just me guessing. But anyways, onto the stadium, we have a UX stadium called the Beyblade X Drop Attack Battle Set that features our boy Impact Drake 960 LR, which stands for Low Rush, which is a god tier bay in the meta right now. Like, yeah, it's a glass cannon because, it hits hard, but it can also do some stuff to itself. But he's like either one of the top 3 or one of the top 5 best blades you can use. And then we actually do get a Hasbro exclusive UX bay. Well, at least for now, unless of course they ever decide to re-release it, which I think it might happen, but who knows. But it's an Evo for Gale Wyvern called Hover Wyvern 385N, which stands for Needle, which the 385 ratchet might be new depending on how this gets released, because 385 did actually come originally with Nightmail. I believe that was the name of it. It was like the UX version of Helm Knight, but that one came with 385 bounce spike. So if we get this one first, then this will be Hasbro's first release of 385, when yet the original bay will come afterwards, unless both are going to be released on the same wave, then fair enough. But yeah, so we flip over to what the gimmick of the stadium is, which I'll throw up a picture. Here it is. So it's actually like an elevated stadium. So when you do your extreme dash, you actually go up at an angle. And then when you get off the extreme line, you actually drop down. Henceforth, it's called the drop attack stadium because you're supposed to do your extreme dash where you get lifted up and you drop down. And flip over, just quickly look at the stats. Impact Drake. Yeah, some of the pictures are a bit blurry, but I tried my best to have them be good quality. But Impact Drake, there's a right spin attack type bay. The bay itself, Impact Drake, which I'm surprised they didn't call it Drake Impact, because this name is actually still the same between the two, unless it actually is called Drake Impact in TT and people just call it Impact Drake. But yeah, for Impact Drake, it's a right spin and attack type bay, attack 75, defense 25, stamina 10, ratchet 960, attack 13, defense 10, stamina 7, height 60, so 9 points of contact, and is 60 millimeters tall. And then for the bit LR, which stands for Low Rush, it's like a shorter version of Rush, which it's basically the same, just a bit smaller, so your bay can be lower down to the ground, so it really helps if you try and get that consistency on the X rail. But attack 45, defense 5, stamina 15, dash 35, and burst 80. And then for the Hasbro exclusive for UX, we have Hover and Wyvern, which is a right spin defense type blade, which it's something actually a bit different because with both Phoenix and Leon, they actually do change their types when they get the UX version, because so Phoenix was an attack type in BX, and then when it went into UX, it became stamina, but then again, how are you supposed to make a painted bay even better? So, fair enough. And then for Leon, when there was Claw Leon, it was a bounce type. Then when it went on to Leon Crest, it became a defense type. And our Gale Wyvern, which was a stamina type, now that it's Hovering Wyvern, it becomes a defense type. So yeah, I mean, it's a bit cool that some bases do actually change, and like, it makes sense for them to stay the same type, but it's kind of cool when sometimes you get to change up the types. But is attack 13, stamina 60. Oh no, that's defense 60, my fault. Stamina 27. Attack 5, defense 15, stamina 10, and height 85, which this base is like very tall. Like, I would not, like, even though it still has 3 points of contact and is 85 millimeters tall, like, people do not like using the 80 ratchet because how tall you are. You're adding like 5 more millimeters on top of that. Unless you got like some sort of like very thick wall of a bay, I highly recommend not using this. I don't know, it seems like your very best pawn because how tall you are. And then you come with Needle, which thank goodness is not high Needle. Attack 10, defense 50, stamina 30, dash 10, and burst 30. Actually, fun fact, back to Impact Drake. Some people would just buy it and use it as a pure stock build because that's just how good it is. You're just good if, like, you don't, like, if it's like one of your first bait purchases, you're just set. Like I was during the early days of X, you could just buy a sword draw and stock combo and you were good. Flipping on over. But first of all, here's a little better picture of what the Wyvern looks like. Obviously, we have seen Impact Drake before, so we don't need like a real close-up on it. But this one's actually new. Well, they say it's apparently a new mold, but a lot of people are seeing Arrow Wizard in it, and I can kind of see it. Like, it just looks like as if you tilt Arrow Wizard sideways. It kind of looks like that, but they say it's a new mold. So, who knows? But when it comes to Hasbro exclusives, all of them always have been retooled from something else. But yeah. I know it's supposed to be a wyvern. Like, I can see the wings at the edge, but when I first saw this thing, I thought it was just a snake screaming at someone. Like, I did not see the wings, because that's how well it blends into the clear plastic hangers. But flipping over to the arena, we can take a better look at it. But before we actually take a look at the arena, I mean, like, I know the thing, like, why it's included with the proto launchers is to help keep the price down. It's just Impact was included with a string launcher. Like, you could have included one string, one winder, just one string, because you can self-blade with yourself that way. But, you know, it's meant to be a 2-person set, and it's supposed to help keep the cost down, and you can easily just buy and winder a string. It's just, it's my one tiny little nitpick with this set, because it just came with everything. You had a string launcher, which was nice, and then you have such a good bait with Impact, but now this one comes with the black one. Wow, yeah, it comes with a black proto launcher, which was actually the same as the basic Hasbro set. Like, if you got the one that came with Tusk Mammoth and Dagger Dren, you actually did get a black proto launcher, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, when we look at these pockets, they seem very tiny. Even the extreme pocket's tiny. So, I don't know, like, I mean, the walls seem maybe a little bit more higher up. But I don't know how well stuff will stay in the pocket. Like, I feel like with this stadium, if you're trying to get stuff into a pocket, there's a better chance that they're going to come out. Like, with the first Hasbro stadium we got, like, they can stay in the pocket pretty well. But otherwise, with the bucket or the mobile stadium, they can, well, okay, I haven't really seen much in the bucket because I just don't care for it. But I know at least the mobile stadium, the pockets are kind of small, so there's, like, every time you see someone do battles with it, like, 7 times out of 10, the bait comes back out and then can still get the KO. Then 8 times out of 10, it comes out by self-KOs because of the events out spin. But yeah, pretty cool. Obviously, you can see it's elevated. I know you see, like, a yellow/white strip. That's not the extreme line. The extreme line is actually molded in, but it stops at a certain point before it kind of does the turn. So I guess that's kind of to help so you don't go too fast and collide with the bait and have it die on you. And some people worry about the durability of this arena because the extreme rail is molded in. So, like, if the extreme rail breaks on this one, then you have to go and buy a new stadium, then just, you know, either seeing someone sells extreme. Well, we don't even have like extreme builds you can buy yourself, so you just have to buy off of someone who probably just like 3D prints it. So I guess it's not that bad, but you know, with the molded in stuff, you have to go and buy a new stadium, which for the bucket stadium, it's still like dookie, so you wouldn't even buy unless you want to just get it because it's on sale for cheap. But you know, that one's at least affordable because like at most you're paying like what, $5-10. But this one you're like, it's probably gonna be like this. It's gonna be like the same price, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less than the Tusk Mammoth Arena set. But yeah, still a great arena. my jaw actually did drop when I saw this thing came with Impact Drake because I know how much of a beast this thing is. Like I said, you can just run full star combo and you're pretty good because 960 is such a great ratchet. Rush is so great, and now you have a low rush, so you're smaller. And like I said, Impact Drake is great because it got rubber, so it can absorb hits. But actually has a glass cannon because it's not soft, it's hard rubber. So I can still absorb hits, as like people call it glass cannon, because it can also bounce back and might take self-KO and run out of spin. But yeah, it's kind of nice we have a UX exclusive, at least now. But I can definitely see why, because it just looks like they tilt always at sideways. I mean, maybe it is a new mold and you just use that as kind of like a building idea, which is fair enough. But then, if it was built off the building idea, L was kind of built for more stamina, but I guess there might have been some defense builds. But yeah, I'm really excited for this set. I'm really hoping it's the Spring Stadium set that was leaked, but like I said, there's no confirmed release date, so we just gotta wait patiently. But flipping back to the box, that's all I gotta say for this stadium. Wow, there's also one more thing I have to say.
Shut up and take my money!
But yeah, I thank you folks watching this news flash. If folks did like the news flash, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and also let me know if you plan on picking up this stadium. I'm definitely going to pick this up, mostly because new stadium and the bays do look cool, especially considering this is our only way to get Impact. Also, of course, in the future, there's a re-release of Impact, which then Hasbro picks up and also re-releases. But yeah, and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video /short/stream. But until next time, toodles!